This is a program to illustrate how we read the elements into a one-dimensional array and print the same. So to begin with, we have declared a one-dimensional array, the name of the array itself being array. You can as well take A, whatever. So the name of the array could be anything. The maximum size of the array is restricted to 50. So these are the other two variables which we have taken. This number talks about the maximum number of elements that we would want to put into the array when the program is run. So I is another variable which we have taken. It would be used in the loop. To start with, you have printf. Please enter the number of elements in the array. How many elements you would like to accommodate into the array. So scanf %d ampersand number. So say suppose I want to put 5 elements into the array. The maximum number of elements it can accommodate is 50. I would like to put 5 elements into the array. So printf, please enter the %d elements of an array. So that is, please enter the 5 elements of the array. So number here corresponds to 5. So this is the way how we feed the elements into the array. Now as we have spoken earlier, the first element of the array gets into the index 0. The last element would get into the index 4. The reason being, the index of the array starts from 0 and ends at n minus 1. So n here is 5 because the maximum number of elements is 5. So the first element is at the location 0, second one at 1, the third one at 2, and the last one at 4. So we would run a for loop here to start with. You have a for loop. I is equal to 0, the first position. So the last position would be 4. Therefore, the condition can be put as I less than 5. That means to say the loop would run till I equal to 4. And every time you need to progress the position by 1, therefore we have I plus plus. So for the first time, for I is equal to 0, I is less than 5. So it moves, the control moves here, scanf %d ampersand array of I. I right now is 0. So whatever element, whatever number you key in from the keyboard would get into array of 0. The next time it moves here, that is the control moves here, I gets incremented by 1. Now I is 1. 1 is less than 5 again. Now scanf %d ampersand array of 1. The second element now gets into array of 1. So the same procedure would be repeated for I is equal to 4. When I is 5, I is equal to 5, 5 less than 5 would be false. By then you would have filled up the 5 elements of the array. The same logic is applied to print the elements of the array also. So for I is equal to 0, starting with the index 0, going to a maximum of 4, which is less than 5, I plus plus, printf %d /t is to separate the subsequent elements with a space. So array of I. So the only difference you have here is you are using scanf here, you had ampersand. With printf, of course, you will not be using that. So this return 0 is because you have taken it as int main. If you have void main, you need not have to write this.